first in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana.
I say, here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you give me an offer and I'll take it.
You got the dollars? You got the dollars? See the special man on YouTube. He's got it all.
I got an offer. I got the dollars. Let me have it, please. I got the dollars.
I say. This is Johnny's, the place that'll let you have it with no problem.
Let him have it.
Johnny has a sale right now. I say. This is Johnny's place. Let him have it with no problem. See the special man.
Here at Cajun Roots Reseller, you give us the offer.
You got the dollars. You got the offer. Well, let him have it with no problem. Let him have it.
You got it.
I am looking for some jewelry. End of line.
Do you have any credit?
No, I was recently involved in a divorce. End of line. Look, I'm not one of those maybe it's Maybelline gals, okay? I just want to go out on the town with Sheila and accessorize some.
See, special man.
I don't know about you, but this dough girl is going to Johnny's place. Check out Cajun Roots Reseller right now. I say. Go see the special man and tell him the dough girl sent you.
Hello, good morning, and welcome on this Monday morning. It is getting closer to the end of the month already. Currently 68 degrees here in Massachusetts. It's supposed to get in the 70s. And by the end of the weekend, it'll be in the 80s. Looking forward to it. And there won't be no more rain after the day, thank God. Got a lot of rain. Little Debbie, hello, good morning, and welcome in. Craig, wake up, stop all that sleepwalking. Drink you some coffee. Hashtag not Glenn. Hello, good afternoon, and welcome morning. It could be afternoon for you. Good to see y'all. Welcome. Regina, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Craig, look, I'm not going to hold my breath anymore because when I hit 1,000, they moved it to 10,000. I hit 10,000, they moved it to 100,000. I ain't holding my breath anymore. If I get it, I get it. Buying space, hello, good morning, and welcome. And Stephanie, hello, and welcome back. And good morning, hello, and welcome. And Angela, hello, good morning, and welcome. And Lisbeth, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see y'all. Welcome. Anna Marie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? And Joe, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Shelly, hello, good morning. And Sheila, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Michael, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? And Robin, hello, good morning, and welcome. And Randy, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? I got a good bit of some news to share with y'all this morning before we get into the calendar of events. Last week was the actual 2-year mark that I've been with memberships of the channel. And I did some work on my main page on YouTube. And you will see that I revamped my main page. You will now see the playlist for all how-to videos. And you will also see now that it is an 18 months plus that I'm sharing on the showcasing of members of the channel. If you've made membership for 18 months or more, because this past week made 2 years, so that makes you be on 2 years or 18 months or more. You got your channel showcased on the main page of this channel, so check it out. It officially is now 24 more. It's like little Debbie. She was one of the first few who did join when I joined the membership, started it, and she just made her 24 more. And thank you very much, little Debbie, for always being a member of the channel. And Robin, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. So you'll see the updated list. There are a few, of course, that no longer follow the channel and or I haven't seen them on YouTube lately. So I had to update it and add some new channels there. So it's awesome. And thank each and every one of y'all for your continuing support to the channel. And Heather and Shane, hello, good morning, and welcome. In Crabtown, hello, good morning. Y'all haven't checked out this channel. Y'all need to. I watched a couple of videos already this morning while I was working. I've been up since 2:15 this morning. Although I did go to bed early last night. I was in bed before 6 o'clock. Was winding down. I got a lot done yesterday, and it was like, ooh, I'm going to bed early. And I did. But this morning I woke up and I watched a couple of videos. I loved the flea market one you did. That was pretty cool. Making some wheels and deals and making those sales, buying those items. Stephen, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you, sir. welcome. All right, so the calendar events are as follows. Silver Hair Stacker Todd goes live at 9. 10:30 is Yarn Again with the Monday morning auction with guests. At 11 o'clock, you have Penny Sue and Albert 2. At 11 o'clock, you also have Stacey May Catitudes doing her Crofters Retreat. And also at 11 o'clock, you have Rita the Buddha Chick, where she does her daily devotions and Bible study reading. At 11:30, you have Jackass Retro with his ship show. Again, I'm not sure how Ella, I need to get with Ella about her schedule because I have her down for 12 o'clock for her Save Here First, for her unboxing and auction live. At 1 o'clock is Lisa's New Adventures. At 2 o'clock is Kathy's online sales. At 3:30 every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, Buying Space does an unboxing. Also, don't forget today, it is Monday, so you know what time it is at 4:30. It is bingo night, 4:30. At 5 o'clock is Angie's Oddity with her live sale with guests. At 6 o'clock is Claudia's Vintage Glass with class. Also at 6 o'clock is Ashley's Race and Bible reading. 6 o'clock is Crazy May Stash live auction. Also at 6 o'clock, you have Dawn's channel with Creations by D and guests. Also at 6 o'clock is Sunshine Air Brazina. I need to start going back and looking at some of these and update the calendar to make sure these are still going on. And I will be doing that sometime this week before the end of the month for sure. Also at 6:30, you have Janine's and Sandy and Auto. At 6:30 is Sailor Stacker doing his live auction. At 6:30, and I think they may have changed because last week for some reason they were at 7:30, is Virtual Shopkeeper Dee and Julia's live sale. And that's Virtual Shopkeeper Dee. 7 o'clock is Jimmy to Flip It live chat with Ephemera. At 7:30 is the Big Barn auction with JJ. 8 o'clock is Southern Belle Bargains by Belle. 9 o'clock is Scooter Renee LLC with a Monday motivation. Also at 9 o'clock is Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls. And at 9:30 is Jeff Crumpler with his live show. And that's the calendar of events. If you did not hear your channel name and you do have an event that you like to be put on the calendar, please make sure to go down to the post section of the video of this channel, and I'll be glad to add you. Or if you want, you can also email me, Instagram message me, or Facebook message. Is also now Moon Pie Day. Really? I never thought of that. And hello, good morning, and welcome, Stephanie. How are you doing? Uni Magic, good to see you. Welcome. Susie, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Hope you're doing well with your new adventures on your job. I've been kind of keeping up with you on Facebook and all those posts that you've been posting with different people you've been hanging out with and the movie stars and all the adventure you do. A lot of good channels in this chat. Yes, they are. But definitely check this channel out, y'all. Crabtown Resale. So good to see you. How you doing, Susie? Everybody's saying hello to each other. All right, so that's the calendar of events. And also, if y'all noticed on Facebook, I did post that I hit 60,000 subscribers this past weekend. And that was Friday or Saturday afternoon. I hit over 500,000 views. Awesome sauce. All right. I did write some notes today because I would like to do a Monday motivational type show. Like last week, we did all the different things about YouTube and do's and don'ts and what you can do. This, that, and the other. I did a short haul. Well, I'm going to have to go check it. I have to go check it out. Uh-oh. Did I miss that link? Yeah, I did. Where did it go? Oh, way over here. All right, let me stop this so I can check it out. Ooh, some glass. Lots of glass. I'll have to check it out. So let me move that over to my third monitor up here so I don't forget. It's there. All right. Now let me get here. Go here. My notes. There we go. Andrew, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Toochman came in. I didn't. Oh, there he is. Toochman. Hello, good morning, and welcome. Tooch, how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Hit me with my motivation, Johnny. That's right. That's what we're going to do today. Now, the topics I'm going to talk about today can go either way with a reseller's platform or YouTube. So we're going to do this in both ways when it comes to this show today. That was an impression haul. I have to go check it out. I got it ready to watch. Stephanie says, the rainy season has arrived again. Oh, no. It's been like that all weekend here. Working on our main channel, completing invoices. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I did all that last week. And then I'll be on a show this Thursday. I'll be on with Ella, Saved Here First in Grandma's Closet on Ella's channel. This Thursday, 1:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's see. So today our topic is going to be about and this is my title and my notes. So we'll work off of those notes. What mistakes have we made, whether it be YouTube or reselling or our platforms that we sold on? What mistakes have we made and improved on them? We all do this. I have. I'm still learning. I still improve on what I did 5 years ago. So comparing this between both reselling, any platforms, and or YouTube, which are content. What mistakes have we been through that we've learned from to correct it? And if so, if you would share with us what it was. Special request to the chat. Please give middle class film. Thank you very much, Michael. I did start that last, was it Friday? I think it was you dropped that link. I definitely did. Some great content. Let's see. Virgo doesn't make no mistakes. We just recalculate. I like that. Something else, somebody had made a comment one day. But we always tend to do things like, for example, when we first start out, I know I did. I would buy almost anything and everything. Now, when I actually started eBay 5 years ago, that was in July the 24th of 2019, I basically started with what I already had, purging the house when we moved. So I already had that inventory, so that's what I started with. But once I got them all listed and then I started selling and I was running out, I had to think of ways to go out and source. So I know my mistake, my very first mistake I ever made, when Robert was already up here, because we already found the house. We already knew we were going to be moving, so I had to go back home and pack the other houses, because we had 2 in Louisiana. I got everything moved up here, got situated, got my store started, ran out of products, so I need to go get more. Robert would bring me to these different types of places to source. Now, back when I first started, I didn't know anything about bringing in your backpack, magnifying glass, magnets, screwdrivers, batteries, things like that. And one of the biggest mistakes I made going into my very first sourcing of in thrift stores here was, you remember those Billy Bob Bass singing fish? My very first experience with that was I found one, thought it was in a brand new in the box. It wasn't. I got it home. I went to check it out because you have to make sure it works. I went to open up the battery compartment. That was the worst thing I ever bought for $5. Went to open it up and it was so corroded that I couldn't even clean the terminals for me to be able to resell it. So guess what? I don't do that again anymore. Yes, and they're great. They are great to do. Yes, remember them? Yes, I do remember them. But that was my first experience and first mistake I ever made. Do I do that again? No. I'm constantly bringing with me when I'm outsourcing. I have these little small ones. That way I know the majority of everything that I have to open. And you want to keep a spare of these with you at all times. And they're very small, easy to carry. Screwdrivers, Philip, regular. You want to make sure you have a magnet, you have some batteries. Usually 9 times out of 10, almost everything I've ever had was either very few was ever bigger than a double or triple A battery. Every now and then you may have something with a C or a D, but those I stay away from, especially if they don't have a extension cord or a power cord to it. I stay away from those. So that was my very first mistake. I don't do it again. But we have to learn from our mistakes so we don't do it again. Unfortunately, corrosion in battery areas is considered a hazard. And what I've done is I have cleaned, especially when they're not too bad. You can clean them up and resell it, and it works. but you got to be very careful with it so you don't, there's so much rust in them that it breaks the terminals. A mistake is not a mistake if you learn from it and don't do it again. Yeah, that's true. I agree. But it's what we learn from it so we don't do it again, right? I mean, this is getting into too excited over a piece. Get home and find out if they're cracked. Hubby. And that's what's good about carrying a flashlight with you, especially with a black light. You can see those cracks. Now, I, again, learned from that to where I don't do that again. And I figured, what can I do to correct it? So you always want to make sure you have a solution so you don't make those mistakes again. And it's just a matter of thinking outside of the box. What can help you? Just awesome, Susie. Yeah, let's help that out. Help that channel out. So again, the main question I'm asking everybody is, what have you done that was not a good idea and had to change it to succeed at what you want to get done? Because a lot of times we do make mistakes. We do things that we thought were a good idea. Then we have to change it so we can succeed at those items, especially when it comes out to resourcing, going out finding better product. I know I've done it in the beginning. I'm guilty of that, but I guarantee you I don't do it again. Or, you know, they're saying, do it again, do it again, do it again. No, don't do it again. I did eBay all day and did not take enough personal time. That is another pointer in my notes. You have to take time for yourself. We did talk about that last week too. You have to make time for yourself at any given cost. If you're not good at what you're doing and you don't feel well, then it's not going to show. It's going to show in your productivity. I am better at it now. Yes, you have to be. Still having hobby double check fish eyes and spots things that you don't see exactly. And again, that's why you want to bring those kind of things with you when you're going out sourcing. Get yourself a little backpack or a shoulder pack or a hip pack or whatever you want to call them. Just make sure you carry all those things with you. I can't tell you how many thrift store videos I watched that when beautiful pieces was rejected for a small chip ender over there yelling, no, I would have bought it. And beauty, not the value. Yep, exactly. All right, Heather says, I've learned to to estate sales because it's always dark and bring it to the estate sale because I thought it was, yeah, a lot of times they are too dark in there. I have to see the flaws in it. Yeah, I think sometimes they do that on purpose. Again, I don't know why it's always dark in estate sales, but I've noticed that. And then get home and see that the teacup is missing a foot. Yeah. I've only had that happen once, and I don't let that happen again because I check everything now. But it'll happen. But you want to be ready when sourcing, especially, to kind of check those things ahead of time. Hello, I'm new here. Well, then in Carrie, well, welcome back. You were actually, I think, in Friday's show, and thank you for coming back. Good to see you. Welcome. I mostly post knife content. Nice to meet you. Well, nice to meet you too, and welcome. Always good to see new people. Always good to have a collaboration with others. So one of the things about that is you want to learn. We have to learn from our failures, and then challenge ourselves to do better. You know, yeah, some people may think, oh, it's a bad mistake. Well, you know what? As long like Randy was saying, it's not actually a mistake unless you learn from it. We have to be willing to improve and learn from others as well, because we may watch somebody on YouTube. And again, this goes both ways with YouTube and reselling on any platform. A lot of times when we're watching other channels, sometimes we may not agree with what they're saying, but you have to implement that into your own ways of your business, your ways of doing things to make it better for yourself. We may take a little bit from everybody's channels, but it's what we put into our own way that we learn from that. I saw we were at one of the auctions this past weekend too. Yep. Let's see, have an expiration date on listings. I would sell inventory and dead pile items to the flea market and sell every 3 to 6 months. You know, that's a good idea. Robert asked me that yesterday. We were talking about, I was watching a video. We were talking about flea markets. Because we went to our neighbor every year has a barbecue. And they would, the couple of, again, I always talk about what I do everywhere I go because somebody asked me, well, what do you do? Oh, you asked the right person. So we started talking and they said, well, have you been to this flea market? Have you been to this flea market? Have you been to this place and that place? And then, of course, Robert says, well, why don't you try to go to those flea markets? It's $40 a weekend for a table. Well, I think maybe that's one of my ideas that came across when Robert asked me that this weekend. We had that conversation yesterday, in fact. It's just a matter of learning. I've been to those flea markets, but I've never sold at them. So that is another way of revenue and getting rid of stale inventory. That is an excellent idea, Michael. Janice, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Yes, I do that a lot too. Why you didn't pick that up? It doesn't work through, does it? No, it doesn't. I saw it back. Awesome. That's right. Collaborate and network with others. Or I leave a comment saying get back to the store and get that. Yeah, right. So the biggest thing is when you are watching other content creators on YouTube, whether they're talking about, like when they're outsourcing, for example, the Crab, what's his channel name again? Crab something. I'm already having an amnesia on that one, a squirrel moment. The Crabtown reseller. This morning I was watching some of his videos and he did one on that as far as at flea markets. And I was already thinking about that this weekend because Robert and I had that conversation yesterday. So you can always take ideas from others and see if it works. I remember when my grandmother, when I was growing up, about cooking pasta. You know that little saying, throw it at the wall and see if it sticks? It's kind of the same concept. See what works for you. Does it work in your YouTube career with your YouTube channel, or does it work with your reselling? If it's working, use it. If it sticks to the wall, that means it's good. So yeah, kind of that same concept. Now, do I throw spaghetti at the wall? No, I don't. But I remember that saying my grandmother used to always say, not really just get into me. Just get me strange looks. I'll give you a strange look. Teresa, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? And thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. If y'all notice, I did revamp my main page to where you now will see the link to the how-to video playlist. All right. Once they gave enough info into the video where the item was, it was able to contact the store directly and bought it. Really? Well, that's a good idea. I would have never thought of that. I would have never thought of that. Jennifer, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. But one of the things I do want to mention, and these are just notes that I make for me to remember to talk about. When you're following certain followers on YouTube, on those who do content, be careful who you follow. Follow those that have a good intention with great ideas that can help you and improve for what is in your needs, your channel. Surround yourself with others that are willing to bring you great knowledge, teach you with a great education. In other words, stick around those who are positive people. Try to stay away from those negativity, the people that are negative. You don't want to bring yourself down. You want to build yourself up. So use all that education, use it into your videos, your reselling, because it's almost like the wheel. It's the same on both, either way. So you want to make sure you stay away from those who are negative, because then that'll bring you, it won't help you. It won't. So also, when doing either reselling and or YouTube, do you have the question in mind, what are you passionate about? What is it that you're passionate about and that you love to do? I know some people haven't done videos yet. They're thinking about coming into YouTube and doing videos, and they just don't know what to do. Think of it as whatever you are passionate about and love doing, start with that. Whether it's in your reselling community or YouTube. Start with something not only that you're passionate about, but that you love to do. What it is that you enjoy doing. Mia, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? We are driving back to Quincy. We just passed Winston exit. Wi-Fi internet. Oh no, that's not that far from my location. Although it depends on where you take that exit. Well, good. That might mean something. I got an idea what that means. All right, I agree. Make sure you love what you are doing. You have to. Yes. And it'll show in your content, especially with your YouTube channel, or it shows in what you're listing. I am passionate about glass. I can tell. Self-prescribed glasses. I've been collecting for years. My biggest passion was Fenton and different types of glass as well. I don't know anything about it, but I am learning a lot. And that's the best thing about it. You want to make sure the education is there. You want to do some kind of learning from what you're doing. For example, I see so many people say, I don't want to do comic books. I don't know nothing about comic books. Well, if you take, as they call it, the niche, whatever your way of saying it, it's going to take some kind of learning for that item you're trying to sell, whether it's glass, comic books, jewelry. My favorite is vintage jewelry. So you want to make sure you are willing to learn, put in the time, the effort to learn that, because that's going to help you with the knowledge you need about that product or item that you're trying to sell, which helps. It does help in a big way. I am sucker for Asian pieces. Yes, we are driving by you. Well, hey, yay! Howdy, neighbor. She's gonna be my neighbor soon. I'll have to help it. I'll see if I can get you some help. Offer my help with you, for you. Research, and surround yourself with knowledge and people. And that is the most important thing. Treat your eBay as a business. In your YouTube, you are not a garage sale. Giving good customer service is a must. And you know, that is an excellent point, Michael. Giving yourself customer service is a must. And then, of course, be there to point out where you can go so far and in the storage, something that neither you. And you know, that's a great point, because this weekend, how many of you have ever had a comment on one of your platforms that somebody sends you a message asking you a question of something that's in your listing? How many of you, put a 1 in the chat if you ever had that happen? Someone sends you a question or a message on your platform that you sell on, and the questions that they should have read that when they open your product you're trying to sell, or they're sending you the question for, is in the description. Me, 1, yes, me too. 1. But that goes into this statement right here from Michael. That customer service is important. Yeah, I can sit there and say, oh my God, really? You go ask these questions. I even went and pulled the product out of my storage. I have a closet that's got all my listed products. I go and I pull it. I'll come to the table. I'll come to my desk. I open the email because I saw it on my phone, but I don't answer that kind of stuff on my phone. So I go get that product. I come here and I do my measurements so I can put it in the email. And then I go to my listing, and guess what? I just had to copy and paste it because it was already there. So did I reply to that with a sarcastic comment? No. I just said, oh, by the way, here's the measurements. And it is in my description, by the way. I did include it in my description, or it's included in my description. But here's the information you're asking. Thank you very much for looking at my item. That's part of that customer service. Comic books are scary due to the learning curve. And you know what, though? It is great, because what I have learned from doing research on comic books, and I'm still doing it, it's the graphics on all these different comic books. You got your first, you got your reissue, you got your variant covers, you got different artists, you got different subjects. It's amazing. You got your regular comics, you have your newsstand comics. I've learned so much by doing this research and following, like Michael, for example. Michael does a lot with comic books and other channels. So I am still learning to this day. I'm still having questions about certain comic books. So I research it. It's fun. Make it something that you are willing to do the research on and learn from it. Hetty, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So got a lot of 1s. Yes. Lots of 1s. It's frustrating, but you have to answer nicely, that person. And you never know. You never know who's on the other side of that message. I had a beautiful 3-piece set of Etsy. For $30, someone already asked for a price reduction, but I said, sorry, no, still sold. And everyone, yep, yeah, exactly. So yeah, don't be willing to jump. If you just listed something, this is one of the things I do not do. If I just listed something this weekend, I give it at least, and this is just the way I do things, I give it at least 7 days before I reduce that price or send an offer. I had an older gentleman message me first telling me what I had, then asking if I wanted to see some photos of his collection, and then a long message about his travels he had. I did mine, and it's fun. And yes, and you know one thing too, I've had, when I first started eBay, I've had some people who've actually sent me a message saying, oh, by the way, and a nice message saying, by the way, the item you have listed is not what you're saying it is. It is this. Here is a link to let you know to go and see what you have so you can correct your listing. You will get that as well. So I love it when I get that. I thought it was one thing and it wasn't. So learn from that. Accept it. People are willing to help. Not everyone's out there to try to get something from you for free. Mark and Mike, hello, good morning, and welcome. Chatting and working and listing. Awesome. Listening. Let's see, on comics, learn about grading, comic age, gold, silver, bronze, copper, and modern. And then, yep, exactly. I was interested when I learned that. I didn't even know anything about that until I heard about it. I want to see more pics. Oh, Lord Jesus. Creations by D. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. I sold one of my Colombian brooches. Sold left a very good review because he was awesome. Let's see. The next little pointer I'm going to read talk about was reselling. This has to do with the reselling side. What are your buying habits? What are your buying habits, and what have you done to change by doing better at what you buy to resell? What have you changed within your buying habits when you first started and now? What have you done to change to do better at what you're buying to resell? I know I had to change. Bringing a little kit with me, making sure I had the right tools to check things, not buying something without checking it out properly, not buying everything I see because I think it's going to resell, learning how things are sold, what they're selling for, how many are listed, is it still worth it? Don't buy something because you like it, because you might keep it. So I don't buy anything that if I like it, I'm not gonna fall in love with it. I'm not gonna keep it. I'm gonna resell it. So you gotta figure that out. Okay, what can you do better than what you used to do in the reselling when buying something to resell? Stella, Renee, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? So has anyone made that mistake and learned from it? And what have you done to change it? I know I have. I had to, because I was buying almost everything. I was like, oh, that goes, oh, that can do that. That go. No, not all that can sell. I'm not gonna. And then another thing, I've made one mistake. I have made when I first started. I went to the flea market. Robert brought me to one of the flea markets for my first time, and I also found a lot of these Lord of the Ring plastic glasses that had the lights in the bottom of them. They were still brand new. The little plastic was still in it before you pull it out for the batteries. I bought them all for $1 a piece. I listed them, not thinking, not knowing at that time when I first started that whatever your last listing you did transfers onto the next one. Now, the one I did right before that was free shipping. Well, I learned the hard way because I want to pay somebody to take the item from me. That was not good because that hurt my sale big time. I didn't make no profit, none. It's like I was paying them to take it from me. So that was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made, and I will never do that again. But do content anymore, but I am helping other people. And that's what it's all about, helping others. I refuse to lie about jewelry, so I will not buy something that I cannot get excited in talking about. And you have to be. A mistake is a lot of new resellers making is buying what they like and not what they're selling and trending. Exactly. Let's see. And it's the same thing with whether you're reselling or you're doing YouTube. It's the same concept on both. And I look at it that way anyway. But I think I like if they're good sellers because I find more enjoyable to list and sell. Exactly. Let's see. I do not do impulse buying, make list of what to look for. I know when I first started, I used to watch a lot of those Bolo type channels. I would make a list on my phone. Now, I have purchased some of those name brand things that I found on my notes. I remember, oh wait, I remember this in one of the videos and it's in my notes. Let me check it out. But before I purchase things now, I am looking for how many are listed and how many sold, or if there's any listed, how many are listed and how many sold, and what was the price? Will I make a good, decent profit, but will I have to wait for it or sit on it if there's too many listed of that same item? I do that a lot now with retail arbitrage more than anything. Let's see. Hubby and I have a plan most of the time when we go out sourcing. I tell him we're just on focus. And that's a great thing to do right there. Yep. Rob and I do that too. How many times did I see someone gush, oh, how pretty over a cheap piece of trash. I won't do that. There you go. And again, not everything's going to sell. You got to be careful with that too. My next bullet point is make sure. Now, this is either reselling or YouTube. This is for both. Make sure you set up a network with others with great ideas. Engage yourself with them and get the best out of your time with them, whether it's on YouTube, watching videos, or reselling, going out sourcing, collaborating with others, going on meetups, things like that. But whatever you do, make sure you engage with them, ask those questions you may have, and then make sure you get those great ideas, and then you see what's the best thing that can work for you out of what you've learned. Hubby is getting better than me at finding stuff. Start with things you already have. Always start with what you have. That's what I did. Building the new booth, items, and knowledge. Exactly. And the more you do it, the better it's going to be for you. And the easier it's going to be for you. I do not have knowledge about the items generation. And again, that's the best thing about boosting your sales, learning about it. You got to learn. The community comes together. Remembering, like I said earlier, stay away from those that are negative. Click with yourself and communicate, network, and collaborate with those who are positive. I agree. You have to have a community. Exactly. You have to. But you have your community that does things and they tell you things, or they don't want you to know all of it, so don't tell you all of it. I've seen that a lot too. Or they'll tell you certain things and you go out there and you try to find it. But you got to remember, if it's not on a platform that is a very popular platform and you're trying to list something, not everybody's looking for that same item. 9 times out of 10, most people are looking for the replacements of their missing items they had lost, whether through nature, fire, flood, wind, whatever, replacing their childhood memories. It's true. I remember sometimes like, oh, wait, I remember that when I was a kid. That doesn't mean I want it, but some people do. Todd, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? I love of having people around me who's honest. And that's another thing. A lot of times you need somebody else to help you look at those things. But again, the more you build yourself a network and collaborate with others in a positive place, you will do fine. I remember having my first $200 to source with. I sold it over a year and had warehouse was dropped $1,000 on sourcing each month. Wow. I like being in collaborating with positive people. If negative, I'm back off. Same here. Same here. Ella, 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 Ella. Hello, good morning, and welcome, Ella. How are you doing? And that's the link for the Touch Glass class auction. Glass auction. I don't know why I said class. I am gooder than grits. Oh, okay. I haven't had grits in a long time. Pill of shams and when they go flying around the chat. That is why I try to watch a variety of auctions and see what people are interested in. And that's true. Patrick! Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? And good to see you. Welcome. Bigger size sell better than I don't know, but they end up buying my sizes. And that's true. And that's another theory that I've always heard when I first started. Don't buy clothing that's in the less than a medium or lower. Well, you know what? Somebody else is looking for that size. So don't be afraid to list those sizes. I've done it in the past. I don't list a lot of clothing, but the myth of only medium, large, extra large, and bigger, that's not 100% true. Because then now you're kind of stereotyping what you're listing. You're not going to be catering to those who need a smaller size. If I have clothing, I list all sizes. I'm not particular on what it is. Veronica, hello, good morning, and welcome, and how are you doing? And so to conclude all of this that we talked about basically throughout the show today, biggest thing you got to remember, you have to take time for yourself. So this next pointer is, are you doing too much? Are you trying to do too much in too many platforms, or trying to do this and try to build all these different ways that you're doing things? Find what works best for you. We can never all do it all, especially if you're doing this by yourself. So don't try to be like other people on YouTube. Be yourself. Do what you can. Find what is tailoring for you. But don't do too much that you're going to burn yourself out. That is the worst thing. You have to take time for yourself. Don't get burnt out by trying to do too much at one time. That's a recipe for a failure. And that's just my opinion. Community sale, August 26th. It's posted on my post. Please read, communicate before you email. In other words, read the instructions before you email her. It's a must. But if you don't follow the directions, you don't follow the instructions, you won't be able to be on there. She's by the book. So my final thing is figure out what is not working, whether it's people on YouTube, people reselling, cut them out away from your life. And that way you can get those things that you want to get done and make it happen by staying away from those that are not getting you where you want to be. That goes with it, collaborating and networking with others. Sorry, meant to say comment. I knew what you was. I was reading between your lines. Yeah. And that's what it's all about. Getting yourself out there. What's up, Catherine? Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see ya. So that concludes my notes for the day on the Monday Motivation. If anybody has anything they would like to add, please do so. That's what it's all about. Now, let me go ahead and drop these links. As you know, Jennifer's been in that chat. Dropping your links when you come in. Check out these channels. Make sure you go back and leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave the notifications all. But most importantly, leave those comments. Give them a thumbs up. All that helps. All that helps. And then, of course, here's her Buy Her a Milkshake. Buy her a milkshake. You know, there's another song to go to, but I ain't going to sing that. And then, of course, here's the link to come on up. If you would like to share your content or you have a special event going on, there's the link to come on up. Please make sure your camera and your mic is set up because it will not allow you to come on unless you have it connected. If you don't have it connected, it won't even let you come up, but I got to verify that it's you before I let you on. So please make sure you do have your camera and your mic set up. Booty Chicks Rita, hello, good morning, and welcome. Y'all need to go check her out. Daily devotions, does auctions, lots of snackies. So the moral of today's motivation for Monday is remember, stay away from negative people, build yourself up a network and collaborate with others that are positive and a great influence for you so you can succeed and get to the things that you want to accomplish. I know what you're saying about collaborating with others for business, but I have a life outside of reselling too, and that's understandable. That is okay. Some people juggle a business, life, family, and reselling, but only you can make sure to balance that out. We're not saying 24/7 be with somebody and collaborate with them, but make it into your some type of way that you can collaborate with those that are positive. Stay away from those that are negative. I wish all resellers on YouTube would put their shipping process in their descriptions and where they're shipping from. I hate having to all that time. Really? Usually, they usually say it on their live shows. Yes, comment and thumbs up are so appreciated. Let us know what people are looking for and stuff. That's right. And it's very important. Good morning, Rita. How are you doing? Cheryl, hello, good morning, and welcome, Miss Shirley. I don't know why I said Cheryl. It's Shirley. Good morning. How are you doing? Don't forget, today at 4:30 is bingo. Just read your email. Very funny. Let's see. Glenn came in? Where's Glenn? Did I miss Glenn? Glenn, I'm sorry if I missed you. Oh, there you are. No wonder, because I was putting in my links in the chat. That's why. Well, good morning, Glenn. How are you doing? But back to this statement right here. Usually they do mention it in their lives that they're on, but I understand what you're saying, putting it in the description. I need to see, do I have that? I don't think I have it in my descriptions for those who are on my channel. I need to start doing that. Yeah, most of them are presented in the auction at the beginning and at the end of all live shows, usually. Oh, that's a good thing too, making somebody smile. You never know. Everybody's saying hello and good morning. Jennifer's dropping all those links. So again, don't forget, I mean, it doesn't have to be a big way of networking and collaborating with others. It can be no matter what circumstances you are in. Try to make sure you get some type of collaborating with others. Because again, if you're at home, like for myself, the only time I get out the house is usually to go to the post office and do my grocery runs. That's it. So it's good when I do a meetup. This weekend, I was able to go to our neighbors. They invited us over for their annual barbecue. Got to meet new people. I even was talking to a couple that they were just starting to get into reselling and didn't know what to do. They retired. The kids are out of the house. They're looking at getting into reselling. So hopefully they could show up and come to the channel because I talked to them about what I do. Then we had some questions about when sourcing. Where do I source? And it was fun because we had a great conversation with several people over there that I see every year. But they didn't know. Some people don't know. Shipping info is actually in my description for the same reason. Yeah, I have my information as well. And I also include my P.O. box. I use my P.O. box for all business transactions. Very few people have my home address. But 9 times out of 10, it's through the business, especially even with my platforms. Good morning, Wildflower. How are you doing? Good morning, hello, and welcome. I need to check my calendar because I think tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment. I saw a note. Yep, tomorrow, 12:30. Okay, that'll be no problem. And don't forget this Thursday, I'll be on with Ella, Saved Here First, also with Glamour's Closet. All right, that's done. Let's see here. I still don't know what I'm doing. Girl, please. I know you know what you're doing. All those different boxes you buy and share. Oh, let's see, Johnny. Let's see. Hello. Yep, me too. I use P.O. Box on my physical. Yep. Speaking of that, I just realized I didn't say something today. I got another care package in the mail Saturday. Actually, it's at my door. And I was like, I know there's like 3 people that says, did you get your mail yet? Did you get your mail yet? Well, this one's a yes. This one is from Two Old Guys, Vintage and Resell. And it says, Johnny, just because. Mark and Mike. And we just had this conversation. Was it last week? I think it was, about things. I'm gonna start with this. What this is, I wasn't sure. A cutie clips. Cutie clips, adorable hair clip. Well, like, what kind of hair do I have to use this? I don't know, because every little girl, and as I'm reading it, what it says, every little girl deserves to feel like a princess. Well, thank you. And I know this came from Mike. It had to. But what's cute about it, it's a gator with the googly eyes, made with ribbon of some kind, and it's a hair clip. Now, where am I going to use this at, Mike? I know this is you, Mike. I know this is you, but it's okay. You can put them in my beard. You know, I never thought of that. But will it stay? Because, well, I got thick curly hair. Let me see. How what? I guess I'll go from this side. Well. Oh, yeah, it does. There we go. It worked. All right, Mike. Screenshot. Mark, screenshot. It worked in my beard. And I'm going to show the next thing last. It feels weird. All right, then I got this cute little box. Like, I don't have enough duckies on my shelf right here. Let me do this. Let me just do this. Watch. I have a whole shelf full of duckies. So, like, I don't have enough, right? I got 2 more to add to it. So I got some more duckies to add up here. Oh, that feels weird. I got a whole family of duckies right here. Okay, I can't stand this. That's got to go. I don't like that kind of stuff in my beard. All right, you're going back right there. Anyway, and what's cute is I remember these phones. How many of you remember this type of phone? The rotary dial phone. It used to be in black, though. We had black. It's a keychain with a rotary phone. With a rotary dial. Ain't that cool? And it has something on the bottom. The princess phone is what it says. I kid you not. The princess phone. So this goes with the princess hair bow. Cute. But the biggest thing that came in this box. Bye-bye, duck, duck, duck. Yeah. And look at this. It says Wild Adventures with a whip. And it says Colorado Bell, Nevada. But on the back of it, it says Wild Adventures. It's a bobblehead gator. It is heavy, too. Got his little handkerchief. Got a little backpack. I don't know if it'll fit here, though, because it's not, yeah, it's too tall. It won't fit. Oh, but it will fit right here. You got it in your home right there. There you go. That's on the shelf. And that was my little care package I got in the mail yesterday, or Saturday. I didn't want to show it, the sticker on it. So you can come up here. I can clip you right there next to the tiara. Now the gator's next to the tiara. All right, let's see what the chat is saying on all this. There's a gator in my beard. Yeah, I know, right? Let's see here. Put it in your beard. Yeah. You see, Jennifer said it right before you did, too. But you know what? I don't like that kind of stuff in my beard, I guess, because it didn't feel right. That's right. That's right. It's cute. Yeah, it is. I love it. It's cute. I got that in Saturday. Let's see. Hope you got a screenshot because there's only time it's going to be in my beard. You can put it on your collar. Yeah. Oh, let's see. For Christmas, my nephew was lights in his beard. I have some. I might have to do that. The little, what they call those things? I accidentally dropped my phone. No. Oh, so you couldn't get a screenshot? I love the bobblehead too. It's up on my shelf now. Right there. All right, y'all. Here comes the culprit. Hope the beard doesn't catch him. Father at Christmas. Yeah, right. All right, let's go bring on Mark without Mike. 2 old guys, vintage and resale. So I have to say, I believe the Princess Gator and the Princess Phone had to come from Mike. Or was it you?
Pretty much so.
I figured that. That's a Mike thing. Good Good morning, Harry. How are you doing?
Good morning, everyone.
Accidentally deleted Anne Marie's comment. Oh, ouch. Okay, that happens. Oh, I see that. So, Mark, where's Mike at? Mike working?
He's at work.
Awesome sauce. How's he feeling?
He's doing a lot better.
That's good to hear.
Let's see. He finally, I think it must have been Thursday or Friday. He had his first solid food. He had enchiladas. And then yesterday he had pancakes and eggs.
Ooh. Cool.
And then we went to, there's a hamburger place called Five Guys.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Okay. Amazing. You can get a hamburger in a bowl without a bun, or you can get a hamburger that's wrapped in lettuce. So, yeah.
I used to do mystery shopping, which I still do, but in Louisiana, for some ungodly reason, it was always restaurants. And every one of the Five Guys in the towns, surrounding towns, I always got stuck doing mystery shopping because nobody wanted to do them. So every time I went, you have to buy certain things so you can get reimbursed, but you cannot make any substitutions. You can't say no this, no that. You got to get it how they do it. And I have to say, I'm glad I don't do that anymore because I lost a lot of weight from stop eating from them. So yeah, I love the lettuce wraps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
I do that here at home too. A lot of times I don't eat burgers with buns. I'll do it with lettuce wrap.
Well, when the doctor told me I had to start watching carbs and sugar and all that crap. So, yeah.
Speaking of that, you know what I have found?
What?
I can only find it, believe it or not, at Walmart. And then every now and then I'll find it at the local marketplace. Is the low carb 3 net carbs per hamburger bun or hot dog bun. They're actually pretty good. I thought I might not like it. After a while, you get used to it, and it's just like regular bread. You just have less carbs.
Yeah.
So, and it's actually pretty good.
I did. Actually, on this journey, it hasn't really been too terribly bad.
Everything's in moderation.
Yeah.
So for those that are new, we have some new people in the chat. We've been doing that every day. Tell everybody where you're going to be. Burger Boys. Oh, I haven't heard that place in a long time.
Oh, we've got one of those down the street.
What do you have going on your show this week, or with whatever happening this week on your channel? Burger Boys is my guilty pleasure. I got buy me a little happy from time to time. Yes, indeed.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I'm not trying to be gross, but I'm going for a colonoscopy tomorrow. Today is a
cleansing
diet.
The liquid diet day, huh?
Yeah. Now Sunday, we're going to have Aaron Proctor, the ephemera guy, and Tooch Man and Dragonfly Susie is going to be on our channel.
He said, I'm going to be at work. He said, I thought you were talking to me. I've never seen anyone so excited about it. And, you know, I'm happy to say that I've been doing the Cologuard. My doctor says I don't have to. So, yeah.
Well, it's been 7 years since I've had one. So, yeah, I've done
No, he's not doing the Cologuard. He's doing the actual physical cleansing out day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst
part. Yeah, it is, Robin.
Yeah.
I got to start that right after bingo tonight. Yeah, we got bingo tonight.
4:30. Definitely never seen anybody as excited. I know.
You got to put some humor to it.
You got to. And that's part of life. We have to.
Yeah.
There was something I was going to say, and I forgot what it was. Oh, by the way, as of this past weekend, I am completely full. I had to turn some people away for this year for the Hump Day auction. There is no dates left for this year. So October 1st is when I will start opening it back up for January of 2025. But however, I do have, if you are a member of this channel and you would like to be on the members rapid fire round of showcasing of members, I only have one spot left for September 3rd, and that is 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock is the only time slot I have. Once that is filled, I will open up next month in October, September, October. Yeah. October will be the next one. I will fill that up after. So I only have that one left. At least now.
The Friends Selling with Friends. We've got three spots left for March 11th next year.
Wow. That's in March.
Yeah.
What I will do too is October 1st, I will open it for 3 months on the membership one. That way I can start getting them filled up 3 months at a time. Language, 95% of large polyps. Detective Brown, Cologuard. Yeah. Yeah, Robert's got to do his, I think, next month. He's got to go in and do his. Which is interesting because they already made him buy the stuff for it, which is not until next month. I think it's next month. Yep, that's a part of life. So, anywho, if anybody else has any questions or comments, please make sure to feel free to ask away in the chat. Because I have to get ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to make sure we go to Todd Silver Hair Stacker, Silver Hair Stacker. Todd's going live or should be live already. I want to make sure we show him some love as well and support. Southern Belle, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you doing? I'll throw out there. I am available.
Unimagic. All right. Thank you, hon.
Well, Unimagic, I have one spot available. You are a member of the channel. I do have one spot available at 4 o'clock. If you want to email and tell me you want it, it is first come, first serve. Email me and let me know. That is for a 30-minute slot. You sell whatever you want in 30 minutes. All buy nows. It's open.
Yeah, just have it. Letter or number.
That's it.
So you can move quick.
Really easy. But yeah, y'all notice that you will notice on my main page, I did update and move around some stuff on my main page of my YouTube channel. And the biggest thing that I've changed was adding the members for 18 months and more, over a year, plus years. And that one I believe has, I forgot how many now. But I did update it. And I also put a playlist and changed that around to how-to video list now is up there.
Johnny, where's your email at? Oh.
One, it's right here. It's right here under my name. But it's very easy. Cajun Roots Reseller at gmail.com.
And mine
and it's
is
also in my descriptions below. I'll type it in the chat.
Looking but can't see. I am half blind. Oh, I understand that one.
There you go. And it's also in my description bar below. I do that in all the videos. So yeah, make sure you follow everybody that's in the chat. Jennifer's been dropping links, so make sure you check them out. Go follow the channels. Make sure you hit the notifications. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. But most importantly, leave those comments and share them out. So as I say before, in each and every show, hopefully to see y'all today at Bingo.
That's 4:30 p.m. Eastern.
That's right.
Come in alphabetical order for me.
I got to go try and see if I can find some more lemon zesty lemon moon pies because I'm down to one left.
No.
I know. Yeah, this past week I was able to find more blueberry, but I can't seem to find any more lemon, zesty lemon. So with that being said, like I said before, in each and every show, don't forget if you have an event, you would like to be on the calendar of events on the community tab posts that are down in the middle of the below of the channel. Make sure you either go there and leave me a message, check and see if what your time is on that calendar. If you're already on there, make sure it's still correct, or just let me know that it's been changed and or you want to be added on your channel, any lives you do, and I'll be glad to add you there by you leaving a comment there. Email me at CajunRootsReseller@gmail.com, or you can send a message on Facebook and or Instagram. So as I say before I end each and every show, love always, love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out. And y'all come back now, you hear? And the link is at the top of the chat if you would like to come on after the show's up.